Chapter 6. Learned Connections. My anxiety causes me to use. I was raped as a child, and the trauma causes me to use. My depression causes me to drink more. I don't like drugs. I self-medicate when I feel stressed out or sad. I drank like a fish after my dad died. The grief made me too weak and triggered my relapse. I won't be able to get back into recovery until I work through my issues. I have a co-occurring disorder that causes my addiction. I must keep using because I have some baggage I haven't dealt with. Can you help me figure out what that stuff is? Common learned connection quotes from St. Jude Retreat's guests. What are learned connections? We define learned connections as any beliefs that implicitly or explicitly casually connect other life problems to substance use. The causation goes in the direction of a life problem causing a person to use substances. We hear about these learned connections all the time. We hear them in the news, in academia, in novels, and in casual conversation. We hear them everywhere. But learned connections are stated with the most frequency in the recovery subculture, where the belief is that something outside people can cause them to use substances uncontrollably. We assume you have also heard statements like the quotes above, and you may even believe there is some validity to them. We certainly did. In 1989, when our research project began at Jerry Brown's home on Baldwin Road, we believed that people needed to find happiness if they wanted to remain sober. That was a core idea of the program we were developing at the time. We promoted the idea that happiness is necessary for sustained sobriety, and that one was dependent on the other. When you break one problem, unhappiness, you automatically break the other, addiction. For example, let's say you lose your job and become depressed. We held the belief that depression was dangerous to your sobriety, and there was an automatic causal connection between your level of depression and your drinking or drugging habits. We said that if you stay depressed, you would eventually drink or drug. Our belief held that you would not be able to control that first drink or hit if you stay depressed. I can remember telling our guests that if you aren't happy and sober, well then beware. You'll be driven back to the drug of your choice.